It's day 17 and I'm not at the target. It's clear that I have to change something or I will not reach the objective. Artificial intelligence is changing the world. It has already revolutionized how we search for information, how we edit videos and pictures, or analyze data. And this last one is actually super interesting for me, because it means that ChatGPT should be able to analyze my finances. And it should also be able to give me financial advice in theory. And this is why I want to test it. So, starting from tomorrow, I will let ChatGPT manage my finances for 1 month to see if it will actually bring positive results to my finances, and if so, how you could also do the same. Okay, so it's day 1 and now I have to give ChatGPT the information about my finances. And so for this experiment, I'm going to share with ChatGPT my expenses and revenues for the last month, as well as for the last 3 months. And to that, I also add my overall financial situation, which means my savings, investments, etc. Okay, so I've just discovered that I can't put an Excel file directly in ChatGPT. So I'm gonna make a table so that I can directly transfer in it to make the analysis. Okay, so I've just shared only my expenses and revenues from last month, and ChatGPT has already analyzed everything, allocating the different budgets, as well as it has already identified the different areas of improvement. For example, I see shopping, amusement, and travel. And this is great because I didn't give a big input, but it's already understanding how to improve my finances. So I finished sharing all my financial data with ChatGPT, and it's actually great, the analysis it has made, because it has clearly identified the problems or at least the opportunities on which I can work. And the analysis is very good. I totally agree with what it is telling me. So now I'm gonna share the actual objective I have, which is of helping me save $20,000 more over the next 12 months. And so I want ChatGPT to create a plan for the next 30 days that will help me to save $1,700. So let's see what it says. So I've asked for the plan and it is great. Honestly, the plan it gave me, it's something that a financial advisor would ask you a lot of money for it. And it is very detailed because I can see every day what I have to do, which areas I have to focus on, and all of this just giving basic information. And it is great because it really goes into detail. And so now I will start working what it says. So firstly, on the budget and the targets I want in order to achieve the objective of $1,700 in 1 month. But actually, I want to try to exploit ChatGPT at 100%. So I'm gonna ask it directly how it can help me to achieve this result. So it's actually crazy, but ChatGPT can give you reminders apparently by email even about your targets, about what you have to do, and it will also give me tips in order to achieve the result. So that's great, and let's see tomorrow how it is. Okay, let's check the emails for the reminder. Okay, there's nothing. I will check just later. Okay, so now the next step for ChatGPT is to separate the unnecessary and the necessary expenses. So I will do that. It takes some time, but it's important. So yeah, let's go for it. So I've checked several times my emails for the reminders, but unfortunately I didn't receive anything. So it's kind of disappointing. I was really counting on this feature, but searching on the internet, apparently ChatGPT can do something like this. I didn't know. So I don't even know why it proposed to do so, but whatever. Now I asked to send me the reminders directly in the chat, and every day I will do so in order to still get this input from ChatGPT. And so checking the reminders for today, they're really basic reminders, except for the tip reminder, where it shared actually a useful tip, which is to cook at home rather than having lunch out because it's much more expensive, and this really helps with saving money. Okay, so I have finished what ChatGPT told me to do the first days. So I've prepared my budget and targets. They're there and I printed them so I can put them on the desk, and every day I will see them. It's gonna be easier to remember about them and follow them. And to be honest, for the moment I saw some incredible things from ChatGPT because you can really ask it anything you want about the plan that already shared with you, and it will answer properly. And this is really helpful in preparing a budget, in preparing a target, and also in order to find some advices on how you can save this money. So the first week is done, and actually I'm very impressed because ChatGPT is actually making very sound advice. It's really helpful. I mean, the overall plan that it shared to me that I should apply for these 30 days makes totally sense. And even when it's not exactly clear what it means, or probably you don't know how to do some of the things that ChatGPT asks you to do, you can just write in the ChatGPT chat and it will tell you exactly how to do it. So this is actually a very great tool from what I see at the moment to improve your finances and also to learn about personal finance. I mean, it's really like having a personal finance expert next to you that is helping you every day whenever you need it. And yes, unfortunately the email reminders didn't work. It would have been great. Maybe it will come in the future. But if you ask for these reminders every day, the advice is really sound and it will definitely help you. So now for these 7 days I've been trying to follow the plan, saving money every day. But at the moment I still focus only on daily expenses. Because according to ChatGPT plan, I haven't done all the analysis of my expenses yet. So at the moment I've saved $280 more than the previous month, which actually means I'm not at target of the weekly target of $425. But I would say that since I'm still in the very beginning, in the planning phase, let's say, it's okay to be a little behind. I suppose that I will catch up over the next weeks. So yeah, let's continue with this experiment. Okay, with my girlfriend, we are planning to go on a holiday for 4 days. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what would be the budget to do such a trip. So actually the answer from ChatGPT is very general. It says that could be feasible. I have to plan it well and everything. Didn't go in the detail I was hoping for, but the arguments and that it gives are good, and it explains how to understand if it is feasible or not. So I want to stay in the objective, so I'm not gonna do it because I already know that it's an expense that will make me out of the objective for sure. Okay, I'm halfway through. So I'm at $827 saved versus $907 planned. And until now, the advice I've received, it's actually very good. I'm very surprised of ChatGPT, of how it can help in this sense. And yes, I'm not at the objective at the moment, but I still have a big portion of my expenses to analyze and to see how to improve, which is travel and transport. And there surely is something in this area that will help me advance. But to be honest, it's difficult. It's not that easy. Because the advice I'm receiving is also rather extreme. I have to renounce to many things. And this makes it difficult to follow the overall plan. Because now I can go out with my friends, can go out for dinner. And I'm actually respecting that, but it's kind of frustrating. Because I actually use the philosophy of guilt-free spending, which means that I always keep a part of my money to use it for the things that are important to me. And for example, going out for dinner with my friends, it's really important, as well as traveling. I really like to travel. I travel a lot, and not being able to do it is surely helping my finances, but it doesn't really make me happy. So yes, this part is getting actually very difficult. And so there is the point. So or I change something, or it will be difficult to reach the end of the exercise, to reach the objective. And so I have actually thought a lot about that, about the objective I set myself, and especially, is it a correct objective? I mean, why did I decide to save these $20,000? And the answer is actually that I choose a round number. I wanted to test this ChatGPT function to see if it was working and if it was helpful. But I didn't really actually need this $20,000, especially because I'm already saving a lot. And this makes the objective I put a little bit too extreme. And it is not actually my real objective in my financial journey. And so this means that the objective I set is not realistic. And this shows the importance of having financial objectives that are realistic and aligned with your overall life objectives. Also because yes, you can say that you save 90% of your salary, but if then you can do anything that you like, you will just not enjoy what you're doing. And it will make it even more difficult to save money. And so it is extremely important to always ask yourself, is this objective correct? Is it realistic? Is it aligned with everything else in my life? I will not continue with such a big number in the future. Okay, it's been tough, but I've made it. I even beat the objective thanks actually to some deals at the grocery shop that I wasn't expecting. And I'm super happy that I finally finished it, because as I said, it was difficult. It wasn't easy at all. But this, because as I said, I set a wrong objective. Overall, how was ChatGPT? It was actually a great advisor. I am positively surprised of how good the advice from ChatGPT is, and it is really aligned with the numbers that you give him. And also the overall plan is sound. And the great thing is that whatever is not clear for you of the plan, you can just ask a ChatGPT and it will answer you very clearly. And this makes following the plan much easier. And so basically it's really like having a personal finance advisor next to you. And you can even ask precise, specific questions, and it will help you in your context to make a rational and good financial choice. And so I really believe that ChatGPT can be used by anyone to improve his finances. Because again, the advice is good. And sure, I haven't tested every scenario, and since it is AI, you should always be careful at the advices that are given. But if you try to understand the advices and why, and not just apply them, everything will work smoothly. And so yes, you can actually use ChatGPT to improve your finances and also to learn more about finance. But if you'd rather manage your finances by yourself, or just have a better understanding of them while also using ChatGPT, you can actually learn really fast and easy. Because the only thing you actually need to do is to subscribe to this channel and watch this video. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.